old NCERT. If you don't have PDF, then ask me, I will provide you, or if you can find the book, then it's okay. Old NCERT, we will follow the 5th chapter, which is ends Stone Age. 5th chapter. This is Stone Age. 11th class. 11th class. We will study very less, because to become an IAS, you study less. If you study more, you become professor. ज़्यादा पढ़ने से पढ़ाने लगता आदमी. So, कम पढ़ना है. And what I said, strengthen your strength. So, give your more energy, more input in your strength, the things that you understand. Okay, so this is the lower Paleolithic, middle Paleolithic, and upper Paleolithic. These are the 3 divisions. What is the period? 1.5 lakh BC to 10,000 BC. This is the period. So this is a first exhibition of human art, and human now started living in caves. So there are so many places in India we have found the Paleolithic sites. So Paleolithic sites in India. First, Bhimbetka, no doubt in this. This is the best site where you can understand the early human. Bhimbetka. Then we have Palabram in Tamil Nadu. Palabram in Tamil Nadu. Palabram in Tamil Nadu. Atirapakkam. Atirapakkam in Tamil Nadu. Bagor, B-A-G-O-R, Bagor. I am making you comfortable with the site, which you can easily locate on the map. Important sites: Bhimbetka, Kurnool, we have Belen Valley in Middle Gangetic Valley, Sohan Valley, Narmada Valley, Kurnool, Hathnora, Bhimbetka, Adamgarh. These are the sites. Bagor, Rajasthan, B-A-G-O-R, Rajasthan. Sohan Valley, Pakistan. We study the history of Pakistan also, because they don't study. वो पढ़ता नहीं है ना, तो क्या करना है? We studied history of Pakistan also. There are 2 reasons: either they don't study, or we haven't lost the old love. There are 2 things. So Sohan Valley, Narmada Valley, Belen Valley, Kurnool Caves, Hathnora. Hathnora is in Narmada Valley, Bhimbetka and Adamgarh, all are in Narmada. So these are the important sites related to Paleolithic age. So they were hunter, they were food gatherers. So read about Bhimbetka at home. This is around 1971 the research started in Bhimbetka, more focused research. There are 133 rocks found which is having the evidence of the painting. So this is a very important site in central India. This is designated as the UNESCO World Heritage Site in 2003. Bhimbetka is designated as World UNESCO Heritage Site. So I will give this PPT to people. Okay, and then if you want to study NCERT, then okay. If you don't want, then it's okay. You take the class notes and mix with the PPT all the facts, and then prepare only one note. Only one note should be there, that is class note. You write in the class so that you have so much spaces left, and then you read the PPT and read right here in the class notes itself at a proper point. And that is the best way to revise the last minute examination time. Concentration, create yourself. Yourself you create the concentration. Wow! During the time of examination, I have seen many students open 5-6 books to revise, and this is a main reason they fail. Those students have only one notes, they prepare the things more passively. So Bhimbetka. Then come to the Mesolithic period. So Paleolithic, Mesolithic and Neolithic. There are 3 periods in that. So Paleolithic, Mesolithic and Neolithic. So Mesolithic is transition between Paleo to Neo. It is transition between Paleo to Neo. It is transition between Paleo to Neo means what? Whatever we have in Paleolithic, it was continued, and whatever we will have in Neolithic, we started getting some symptoms of that. So it is called transition from Paleo to Neo. So why we call Mesolithic period? Because suddenly we started finding new tools. Means hand axe, cleaver and chopper chopping was continued. Ever since we started finding a new tools, which is very unique, then we gave the new name to the period. It is called Mesolithic. Because in this phase, we started finding the tools which is called microlith. So once we started finding the microlith, micro means small, lith means stone. So small stones, 1 centimeter to 5 centimeter size, it's called microlith. One centimeter to 5 centimeter size. So then we gave the new name Mesolithic. You know, in this phase, the raw material had changed. I think you have seen in the sand, there is a very hard rock, yellow rock, which is shining rock. It is called quartzite. So it's a very hard stone. So that stone was actually used to make the tools. And that its tool is very small, 1 centimeter to 5 centimeter. In this age, human started making the missile. The first missile, bow and arrow. I think you haven't seen the Adi Purush. Please don't remember the dialogue. So, the bow and arrow, it is the first human missile. They are very technologically high. They use multi-target missile. Ek arrow, many arrows. And suppose in the arrow, if you write the name of yours, the arrow will wait outside that when class will over and that will hit you. Laser guided. So high technological thing. So bow and arrow, this arrowhead, this is called microlith. This is called microlith. 1 centimeter to 5 centimeter. So bow and arrow. Gulel, birds, harpoons, Mowgli using the harpoons. So that hitting point is called microlith. So they were using quartzite. They were using quartzite. Jasper. These are the hard stone to make the tools. So bow and arrow, harpoons, they started using very sharp weapons. Obviously, technology had changed. Earlier, the human was running before the animal, but they don't run. They will shot the arrow. And that is how, if suppose those who invented bow and arrow, they must be feeling that they invented the F-22 Raptor. So they had a high technological knowledge that without moving they shot the target. So this is a Mesolithic age. But most of the things remained the same. Human remained hunter and food gatherer. Hunter and food gathering was the main form of economy. So sedentary life, they don't stay at one place. They keep on searching the food, they keep on traveling. But in this age, we have the evidence of wild rice, wild grain which is automatically grown in the forest. So we have found the wild grain in this phase, which later on in Neolithic phase became the main economy, agriculture. So these are the things we have found in the Mesolithic period.
And did people travel from one place to the other?
Obviously, this is called transhuman migration. Not staying at one place, keep on moving. So in Mesolithic period, they used microlith. The size of the tools was 1 centimeter to 5 centimeter. Mostly quartzite and jasper was used to make the tools. They make bow and arrow, harpoons. Arrowhead is called microlith. Hunting and food gathering economy continued, but we have found evidence of wild grain. We have found evidence of wild grain. So around 10,000 to 400 BC, we can look the Mesolithic period, around 10,000 to 4,000 BC. some important sites, Belen Valley. In Belen Valley, which is in Madhya Pradesh, Uttar Pradesh, there are 3 sites. There are 3 sites. Koldi Hava, Chopani Mando, Sarai Naharai. These are 3 classic sites in the Belen Valley. Sarai Naharai, Belen Valley, UPMP. These are the 3 classic sites. Koldi Haba, Chopani Mando, and Sarai Naharai. Koldi Haba, we have found the oldest evidence of grain in the world. Oldest evidence of grain in the world. It is rice husk from Koldi Haba. Dhan ka jo rice hota husk, that is cover. So oldest evidence of grain in the world. I am talking world. Before the grain found anywhere in the world, we have the evidence of the rice husk in Koldi Haba. This is significance of this site. Chopani Mando. We have found the oldest evidence of pottery in the world. Pottery. Oldest evidence of pottery in the world. Pottery. Look, pottery is exclusively related to agricultural economy. Agricultural economy. If you hunter and food gatherer, you caught chicken and you eat it. You caught apple and ate it. Don't need pottery. But when you started using the rice, pulses, momo, chutneys, then you need pottery. And pottery is exclusively related to agricultural economy. So how much agriculture will become complex, that much pottery will become complex. So they were making the pottery, handmade pottery. 2 biggest discovery in the case of mankind is the fire and the potter's wheel. Potter's wheel was a biggest invention after fire, but it came in the 4000 BC, in Neolithic period. So here the human was using handmade pottery. When the requirement of the pottery increased because of complex agriculture, more pottery needed, so they had invented the potter's wheel to make the pottery. So here handmade. Sarai Naharai, it shows the importance of resources. The importance of resources is not new. Russia, Ukraine. It's not new. Ever since the man became conscious, they became conscious of the resources. Because in Sarai Naharai, we have the evidence of tribal war. Tribal war. There was evidence of tribal war. What is tribal war? The 2 group of the people. What is there in the Sarai Naharai? There is a big stone. on this stone, there are scratches that the two group of the persons holding bow and arrow towards each other. So that scratches was studied. Don't say that, sir, scratches can be made in the modern days also. But they had, archaeologists had some other technological assumptions. Even in the technology there are assumptions. So therefore they said that yes, this is a scratches made during the Mesolithic period, and this is evidence of the tribal war. So the tribal war was only for resources. So therefore the importance of the resources increased because you have the evidence. So these three sites. But remember one thing, if we call these sites as Mesolithic site, it will continue in the Neolithic also. The some sites that is important in Paleolithic will continue in Mesolithic also. Right, maybe some site will destroy, but majority of them will continue for the long time. So Bagor in Rajasthan was in Paleolithic also and Mesolithic also. So these are the sites of the Mesolithic period. Bagor. In Bagor we have found the Neolithic industry. Neolithic industry. Adamgarh, oldest evidence for the domestication of animals. Domestication of animals. Bhimbetka, painted rock shelters. Painted rock shelters. Describing the social and economic life of early human. Painted rock shelters describing the social and economic life of early human. Langnaz, it is Gujarat, earliest evidence of burial of dead. Dead body was buried in north-south direction. Head towards north. Obviously, पैर south में होगा. So head towards north. This is the universal method of burial till today. The head pointing towards north. Earliest deity on earth was Lord Shiva, and he was residing in the Kailash mountain. There was north. The belief was that to put the head towards that and will go there from where anybody had came. The most brilliant philosophy which is acceptable to all the major philosophers of the world, which is actually in the Saivism. This year, there was question in the prelims, 99.9% student had very tough time. There was a question that the soul is present in. Soul is present in. Living or the non-living, everything, stones, plant, animals everywhere. Which philosophy is this? Galat hai ye. है. This is against Jainism. Most of them is still giving the answer without taking the note. This is animism and this is savagism. Jainism said that there are two things, Jeev and Ajeev. There is a matter and soul. So both are different. And Savagism said that no, everything on this earth is having the soul. And this is animism. The problem is that those who study soul, Jainism, anything. Everybody did the wrong answer except my student. And they are in the men's need. Fine. So here, Langnaj, that provides the earliest evidence of burial of the dead. And then Moharana Pahar, this is in UP. Moharana is in UP or the Muraina or the Morana. These are the small hills, but the people of UP Pahari ko mountain bana deta hai. And that is how it's called mountain. It's called Morana Pahar. And here also we have the burial of the dead and the paintings, earliest one. So, Mesolithic sites in India. Some sites was continued. Right, even you can see the dog was perhaps the first animal to be tamed. Neolithic sites. Neolithic age. Neolithic age. Neolithic age. Neolithic age is known as Neolithic revolution because many things, Neolithic age is known as Neolithic revolution. What is revolution? That which is unexpectedly come, not found earlier. So Neolithic age is known as Neolithic revolution. What is so important about Neolithic age? That agricultural based economy. Agricultural based economy. Dominant form of economy is agriculture. Dominant form of economy was agriculture. Settled habitation. Beginning of village. Agriculture you cannot do alone, and of course for agriculture you have to stay at one place. Hunting and food gathering economy is called transhuman migration. You keep on searching the resources. Today in Karol Bagh, tomorrow Gurgaon, Hisar, Pakistan, where you want to go. Then that is called transhuman migration. But there is no transhuman migration, neither transhuman migration had settled in village habitation. Third, agriculture you cannot do alone, so joint family. kinship. Three, 4 generations were living together. There were 72 people living in one house. आज होता तो उसको डिस्ट्रिक्ट डिक्लेयर कर देते. They would have declared the district in the 72, 80 people living in one house, joint family. It is like satellite kitchen. Fourth, copper. Copper was the first metal used by human. Pastoralism was replaced by domestication of animal, because domestication, cow, ox, bull, important for agriculture. So pastoralism paved the way for, pastoralism was replaced by domestication of animal. Domestication of animal. So Neolithic age. These are the important things that you can look at. This is called Neolithic revolution. So here some of the important sites of the Neolithic age. In Kashmir, there are 2 sites. Burjahom and Gufkaral. These 2 sites are in Kashmir. This is Kashmiri Neolithic site. Very important site. Very important site. Burjahom and Gufkaral. इंडिया का मैप बनाओ. वाह, पूरा तिब्बत कैप्चर कर लिया. So Gufkaral. In Bihar, there is a place called Chirand. In Assam and Meghalaya, we have the Garo and Khasi. From Andhra Pradesh, we have Nagarjun Konda. From Karnataka, Piklihal. These are some important Neolithic sites. Piklihal, Chirand, Bihar, Garo Khasi in Meghalaya, Assam, and Nagarjun Konda, Andhra Pradesh, and Piklihal in Karnataka. These are the important sites of the Neolithic period. I told you that all the sites of Mesolithic continued in Neolithic. Koldihaba, Chupani Mando continued. Out of these sites, Burjahom and Gufkaral, this is the most important or the model site. Burjahom is called the model of Neolithic culture. Model of Neolithic culture. Burjahom and Gupkaral are the model of Neolithic culture. Okay, done. So in Burjahom, there are two important things. In Burjahom, there are two important things. First is pit dwelling. The pit dwelling. Pit dwelling. So what is pit dwelling? You can see here that there are the grounds. This is called ground, green ground, and they construct house here like this. They construct house here like this and hut size. There is entrance gate and means 2/3 part of the house is below the earth. Only 1/3 is above the earth, so hut size is like this. And the human दौड़ते दौड़ते घर में कूद जाता था. They'll slide and jump in the house. They would have mechanism that they will jump on, not jump on others, but they. So thereby, this is the specialty called pit dwelling, which is a specialty of the Kashmiri Neolithic culture. So most of the human were living in caves. But where there was no possibility of caves, now they started constructing the houses. So this is pit dwelling. So this is a first house construction by human. Okay, this is a specialty of Kashmiri Neolithic. Protection from cold wind, protection from animal, lots of advantage. Then second important thing is, dog was buried with the master. This is exclusive. Dog was buried with the master. Means every human has a dog. Dog is very important for hunting. So every human wanted to have the dog. And dog considered as the most loyal. Average life of dog is 20 years. So human might have understood that if you fall in love with dog, at least 20 years love guaranteed. But in case of human, you are not sure about tomorrow. So dog was very important in hunting. So we have found the graves where human skeleton and the skeleton of dog found together. But it's not like, suppose human died, then kill the dog and put in the grave. And suppose dog died, they kill the human too. So whosoever will die will put besides the grave whenever they will die. So it's not together. It's sati nahi tha koi. The dog and human. So dog buried with master. This is a specialty of the Kashmiri Neolithic culture. This is a specialty of the Kashmiri Neolithic culture. Fine. And wherever there was a caves, no issue. But wherever there was no caves, they go for the pit dwelling. And then the burial method remained the same. What is significance of dog buried with the master? This is concept of rebirth. That dog will born again, human will born again, and they again will live together. So this is concept of rebirth. So many religious thing will come into concept of rebirth. Okay, fine. So I hope if you have found the interest, because we are studying ancient India, many of you generally feel that it's better to shift in ICU rather than studying ancient India, but develop the interest, then this subject will become very easy. So it was a difficult topic today because of the certain areas which is very new, and it's a factual thing everywhere. When we enter in the Harappan civilization, it will become more interesting. So create your interest and sacrifice other interest. So therefore, pit dwelling and dog buried with the master. So these are the things related to the Kashmiri Neolithic. So some important sites that we have, the Neolithic culture, very uniformly distributed. Look at the map. We have Burjahom, we have Chirand, we have Koldihaba, Hallur, Payampalli. There are so many places we have the Neolithic culture, but they had created a very important sites. So some important sites: Kashmir, Bihar, Karnataka. Burjahom, the meaning of the word Burjahom is place of birth. Place of birth. From Burjahom we have found the knife, needle, that is tools made up of bones. So knife and needle made up of bones. So human started using the bone tools. Human started using the bone tools. Suppose technology changed, then tools change. Earlier they were eating tandoori, now they will eat kebab. Lifestyle change. Chaku mil gaya na. So earlier they were using the leaves as a cloth. Now they will use the stitched leaf. So now they will wear the different dresses, shirt, pant. So the needle also started. Gufkaral is also in Kashmir. Agriculture was common everywhere. And Karnataka, there are so many sites. Piklihal is a very important, Brahmgiri, Maski, Hallur, Narshipur, Sangankallu. These are the places where we have the Neolithic sites. Bihar, Chirand, Garokhashi, Assam and Meghalaya. Fine. So characteristics of this Neolithic site. Mehergarh, the location of Mehergarh it is in Baluchistan. Pakistan. So Iranian plateau ended and the Indus plain started. This is the proper location of Mehergarh, where the Iranian plateau ended and Indus plain started. So this is a proper location of Mehergarh. It is in Balochistan, Pakistan. Iranian plateau ended and Indus plain started. So on the transition there is a Mehergarh, and it was proto-urban sites. Proto-urban sites. Mehergarh was proto-urban sites. So we have the evidence of urbanization at Mehergarh. We have the evidence of urbanization at Mehergarh. Good. So we have finished the Stone Age. Use the PPT and make good notes by adding few points by reading the literature. That's it. And thereafter, your one topic is over. So finish the work and feel happy after the work. So the second important things that we have to study from where the probability of questions are more, and that is Indus Valley civilization. Here we will go more detail, because now UPSC is testing the strength in all departments. Earlier, each and every year in prelims, we have the 15 to 20 question coming from history section. So 1/5 of the total syllabus is from the history. But now you cannot put the thing that maximum question will come from the modern India, because maybe the maximum question from ancient medieval culture as well. For example, this year there was 13 question only. This is something exceptional. Otherwise, they maintain this ratio in the last 20-30 decades or 20-30 years. They maintain this ratio. So 2 question was from modern India, and 11 question was from ancient medieval and art and culture. So you can change the understanding. So 11 question will come from this segment, maybe probably 80% question will come, 90% question come from this segment. So all the 5 fingers are equal in history. All the 5 fingers are equal in history. So you have to give weightage to all. So, but you can find your strength to strengthen further in these subjects. So Indus Valley civilization. Let's talk about this Indus Valley civilization. Look, in 3rd millennium BC, 3rd millennium means 3000 BC. In 3rd millennium BC, there was urban revolution in many parts of the world. Not in Indian subcontinent, but many parts of the world. So we have found the urban sites, and we did the carbon dating. So Mesopotamian civilization is considered as the oldest. Mesopotamia matlab Iraq, and Indus and the Egyptian civilization together. Today your prime minister is in Egypt. Today our prime minister is in Egypt, right? And we have made so many deals. He got the highest award of the Egypt, and Indus and Egyptian civilization together. Then Chinese, and then Greek civilization. So this is a hierarchy of the most of the civilizations, but Mesopotamian is oldest. I am talking about the 3rd millennium BC, means 3000 BC, means 5000 years back. Still today, we have some community in Iraq which is actually descendant of the Mesopotamian civilization. They are the same people. They are known as Yazidis in Iraq. They became victim of atrocities of IAS. But Yazidis, they are sun worshipper. All the civilization, including Indus, Chinese and others, they worship the sun. This is very common. Two things, Pashupati and sun. So Yazidis. In Mohenjo-daro, there is a community in Sindh, Pakistan, Bruhis, Bruhis. This is a tribal community who is said to have the descendancy from the Mohenjo-daro. So these are the community identified till date, those who exactly belong to the urban civilization of Indus Valley or the Mesopotamians. So Mesopotamian oldest, Indus and the Egyptian almost parallel, then Chinese, then Greek. So what happened? I told you everything under the British umbrella, otherwise we have no taste for the history. 1820s, the British was doing the survey for the railway line in the northwestern region, wanted to place the railways. The surveyor was Charles Mason, and while surveying the railway line, he found the deserted place at at a large geographical areas, and there were so many ancient and primitive artifacts like potteries, like bricks, like some copper utensils. So he wrote in the survey report that at the primary look, it looked like this is a part of a very old civilization. 1820s. British had no interest in finding the civilization and culture. The British came here to squeeze India. 1870, after 50 years, Alexander Cunningham, he went to that area and found the exact survey report. And he concretely observed that yes, it is a part of the very civilization. Then 1920, John Marshall, he was the chief of the Archaeological Survey of India. He had a primary excavation at Harappa, this is in Pakistan. And he found the similar structure of a city at many places. And therefore, in his journal, Illustrated London Times, he said that this is Indus Valley civilization. So he was first person to use the Indus Valley civilization. So the term Indus Valley civilization was given by John Marshall. So the things that had started in 1924-25, excavation started at many places in the northwest. So 1924 to 1947, when India and Pakistan was united, most of the sites, 80% sites which came into existence, it was located here, Indus River and its tributaries. So 80% sites. So there was no problem in using the word Indus Valley civilization. But after partition, Pakistan involved in different thing, you know. But India had a deep interest in exploring the depth of the history. So till 2018, now major areas, Gujarat, Rajasthan, Punjab, Haryana, until Uttar Pradesh, Maharashtra, many places we have found the Indus cities, but Pakistan mein nahi, bilkul nahi, no interest. So therefore, now the total 80%, it was said that this is found near a Saraswati river, which was flowing in Haryana, Rajasthan, Gujarat. So now, as per the latest finding, the most of the sites are found here located around the Saraswati river. So therefore, historians began to call it is not IBC, it is SBC, Saraswati Valley Civilization. In our country, this is a good chance because we have a TV channel. Debate started, कुछ हो रहा है, right? Name change, Saraswati Valley Civilization. So what is the name? Indus or Saraswati? So whenever we have a big debate, then there emerges some type of person among that group. बोलो ऐसा करो, Indus Saraswati बोल दो. So give the name Indus Saraswati Valley Civilization. Then finally, Archaeological Survey of India came to rescue. Archaeological Survey of India said, what is the name of the civilization? First thing, the name of the civilization should be based on first site excavated. The entire civilization, from where we got the first time. So this is called Harappa. Harappa. Harappa is a place in Pakistani Punjab today. And therefore, we should call it as a Harappan civilization. This is the first definition. The name should be based on the first site excavated. Then second thing, Archaeological Survey of India said, any new technological thing which is unique to that civilization, like bronze. They know how to mix copper and tin, making the bronze, and therefore it should be called Bronze Age civilization. Right. So no Indus, no Saraswati. The correct naming is Harappan civilization or Bronze Age civilization. Fine. So in your NCERT also you will find the word Bronze Age civilization. In most of the standard text, they use the Harappan civilization or Bronze Age civilization. So, or any evidence of material culture, like BRW, black and red pottery they were using. लिखो. हाँ, नहीं तो your body will be here, soul out. And sometimes it happens that body is there sitting on the chair like anything, that you are in the perfect stage of meditation. Right? And soul is moving outside, soul will come at 10:30 to pick the body and go back to home. Right? Suppose if it become a long time that you are your soul is out and your body is here, and the gharwala finally decided that there is no soul, and then dispose the body, the soul will come and there is no body. Then this will be a problem for the years, eras. The soul keep on searching the body. इसलिए always keep body and soul together. Don't go in trance. In 3rd millennium BC, there was 3rd millennium BC, means 3000 BC, there was urban revolution in many parts of the world. Many parts of the world. As per the carbon dating, oldest civilization was Mesopotamian civilization. Mesopotamian civilization. Indus and Egyptian civilization Indus and Egyptian civilization was almost parallel. Indus and Egyptian was almost parallel in time scale, almost parallel, followed by Chinese and Greek civilization, followed by Chinese and Greek civilization. These urban civilization had same level of material culture, same level of material culture, but their social and economic pattern was different. Social and economic pattern was different. The first paragraph change करके, the first glimpse of the civilization came. First glimpse or first exhibition of civilization came when there was survey for the railway line conducted by Charles Mason in 1820s. He was surveying in Sindh. Local people of the Sindh called this place as Mohenjo-daro. The local people of Sindh called this place as Mohenjo-daro. He was surveying for the railway line. The local people of Sindh called it Mohenjo-daro. That is mound of dead. Mound of dead. The word meaning of the word Mohenjo-daro is mound of dead. Means normally it became don't go there. There are so many dead people. So mound of dead. So nobody was going there. It was unexplored area. But British always go for the haunting place. So therefore local area. In 1878, Alexander Cunningham collected some artifacts from there and confirmed it that this is a part of very old civilization. This is part of very old civilization. In 1904, John Marshall he did extensive excavation at Harappa. which is in Pakistani Punjab. Extensive excavation at Harappa, which is in Pakistani Punjab. And he wrote in illustrated Journal of London Times, Illustrated Journal of London Times, about findings of finding of Indus Valley civilization. 1904. Since then, there are many sites discovered. In and around the Indus rivers, in and around the Indus River. Till 1947, most of the sites was confined to Indus and its tributaries. Indus and its tributaries. After partition of India, many sites came into existence. In Gujarat, Rajasthan, Haryana, and Western UP. It was concentrated around Saraswati River. Therefore, debate is started in the problems of naming. That is Indus Valley civilization or Saraswati Valley civilization. So we will discuss about the problems of naming and its solution tomorrow. We will find all the things. So I hope this difficult subject slightly become easy. Gradually it will become more easy. We will see you tomorrow at the same time.